Okay. So in your easy seated position, let's just start to open up the lungs, the breathing. Just going to shimmy my shoulders down, relax them a little bit. Perhaps you want to do the same. So it's quite cool today, and we're going to hammer out some sun salutations to heat through the body in just a moment. Let's just bring the palms to the shoulders and roll the elbows backwards. So you can feel here all sorts of things going on. Your lungs and your ribs lift up, your chest opens out, and you're also mobilizing through the shoulders, the elbows, maybe the sides of your body are getting a little bit of a stretch. Perhaps lift your elbows up and down. So now we're going to come in to tune the breath and the movement together. Exhale and draw the elbows towards you and round the back. Take the chin into the chest. And then inhale, draw a circle with the elbows to open up and expand. Draw the elbows towards each other behind your back to get that nice feeling of openness. At the top of the inhalation, take a pause and then exhale, round forwards. Inhale, draw the elbows up the midline, rotate them outwards. And pause and then exhale. So that pause in the middle of the breath is to remind ourselves of this the constant being inside us, even if we're not doing anything, even if we're not actively breathing, we are still here, we're still observing. Oh, lovely. Okay, well, I hope you feel a little bit more opened up in the shoulders and the chest there. Oh, it can feel nice to warm through that area. So we're going to just come and stand at the tops of our mat. Keep the feet together. See if you can zip the knees together. Draw the thighs together. So you slightly rotate the thighs inwards. Inhale, lift the arms up, look up, and then exhale, let's fold forward and start to heat through the body. Nice and soft in the knees for your first round. Drop the head and shake it out a little bit before you step the right leg back, bend the knee down, untuck the toes, and then the left knee comes to join. Let's let the chest and the chin go down to the ground, keep the hips lifted. Then inhale, draw up into a sort of half up dog. So you're not quite cobra, you're pressing through your arms, your knees are on the ground, but your hips are lifted up. Inhale, draw the chest through the arms. So here, you can test if you're dropping all your weight into your lower back. See if you can distribute the back bend through the spine. Lovely. So you're going to see how engaging your abdominal muscles there helps you support the spine. Then round the spine, send the heels back, the hips back towards the heels. Keep the gaze lifted. Then tuck the toes and send your hips up into your first downward facing dog. So if there's absolutely no attempt right now, we're not going to make an attempt to get the heels down towards the ground. I'd like you to come up onto your tiptoes and send your head towards your hands. So you're bringing yourself back into plank. Bring the feet together, lower the hips. So you're nice straight line in plank. Gaze is forward, shoulders are back. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the knees, send the heels back, the hips back. Same mistake twice. What's that about? Inhale, draw the left arm up, and then exhale, send that arm underneath the right. And then you're going to bring your left ear down to the mat. And if you like, you can inhale your right arm up and draw over. So see if you can catch there. See if you can catch your left thigh from behind. So it should be getting into the shoulder quite nicely. If you release your hips a little bit, because sometimes your left hip peels up and back, you might feel that you can distribute your body weight a little bit more equally, and you'll get a little bit more pressure through the shoulder, which releases it nicely. Then draw that arm long, untuck the arm, send the hips back towards the heels, and then place the right hand in the middle and inhale, the left arm comes up and then spreads. Oh, I did this side, pardon me. Inhale, so you swap over, so this time the left hand is in the middle, the right hand comes up, and then you swap over sides. So again, if you want to, you lift that left arm up and it catches the outside edge of your right thigh. Bring your focus to your hips. Is your shoulder, your left shoulder, peeling back? See if you can draw it down to the earth. Lovely. Take a few nice breaths and really connect with the floor as it supports your weight. So soften here. And ask yourselves where you are feeling a challenge, because each posture has ease and challenge. You're creating space, but you need structure to do that. You need to have the tension right. Lovely, let's expand the arms out front again and come back into our downward facing dog. Walk the feet towards the palms, bend through the legs and inhale, draw up, look up. Exhale, arms down to the side. Inhale, draw up, look up. Navel draws in. As you exhale, keep the navel drawing in. Draw it away from your thighs and fold forwards. Inhale, halfway lift, so palms can be to shins, to thighs, or gracing the floor. Exhale, place the palms flat on the floor, step the right leg back, the left leg follows, and gently lower all the way down. So let's build up into upward facing dog. Just slide your fingertips a little bit further towards your waist. Inhale, lift up your chest, your thighs, and your knees. Bring the chest through the arms. Roll the tops of the shoulders away. So back towards your toes. Hold it here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. See if you can roll over your toes and come into downward facing dog. So this is a nice counter posture here for that back bend. Maybe you now want to start easing your backs of the legs a little bit by walking the dog. So bend one knee and the other. And let's come to the breath. Inhale through the nose. And if you can, exhale through the nose. Inhale, 2. Exhale. Inhale, 3. Exhale. 2 more breaths. Inhale, 4. Exhale. Where is your mind right now? Inhale, 5. Exhale. Take your gaze towards your palms, bend the knees. You can practice a little bunny hop, see if you can hop your feet up towards your palms or step to the top of the mat. Then we inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look up and draw up. And then exhale, let the palms come down to the side. So we are heating up, I certainly am. I hope you are too. Let's do one more round. Inhale, look up, draw up. Exhale, fold forwards. Gaze to navel. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale. Now this time, instead of stepping one leg at a time, see if you can bounce on your knees and hop with your feet together towards the back of the mat. Keep your hips nice and low in your plank. And then we're going to lower down in a smooth operation. Then inhale into upward facing dog. Shine your chest forward. Smile. When you need to exhale, roll over the toes and come back into your downward facing dog. But let's keep things moving because we're generating that heat. Inhale and draw the right knee up towards the chest. Exhale, hold it there. Inhale, extend that leg out. So about parallel to the floor. It doesn't need to be too high. See if you can keep your hips level with the ground. Then exhale, see if you can draw that knee towards the right elbow. So you're coming onto the tiptoes of your left leg. Inhale, extend behind you. Now this time, exhale, can you bring your right knee to the outside edge? So that's your upper forearm of your right arm. Lovely, and then inhale, stretch that leg back. Then draw the knee into the chest once more. Propel yourself forward with your back foot And see if you can plant your right foot in between your palms. Your left foot comes in line with your right foot. So the instep of the back foot wants to be in line with the heel of the front foot. And we're going to build up from the ground into triangle. So first of all, straighten the front leg. So front leg and back leg are straight. And then you take your grip. So yogi toe grip around the big toe. You can come into the ankle, the shin, or even the thigh. Wherever you are, then turn the focus to the left hip. And with the left palm, I realize I'm not mirroring you very well, so I'll come over to this side. With the left palm, just draw the left hip back and then let the left arm float up to the sky. And the gaze can follow that palm if your neck is feeling up to it. So inhale, lift through the right side of the body and follow the gaze up to the left palm. Exhale, 1. Inhale, 2. Exhale. Inhale, 3. Exhale. Inhale, 4. Exhale, one more breath here. Inhale, 5. Exhale, take your gaze down to the front foot and let the palms drop back either side of that front foot. Then step your left foot out to the left side of the mat and maybe walk your right foot over to the side a little bit as well. And we want to just start to rock through that front knee. So bend into the knee and let your chest draw forwards as you do so. And then inhale and draw the legs straight. Inhale straight and then exhale forward. Let's reverse it. Let's inhale forward and exhale. Draw that front leg straight. Inhale forward. Exhale, draw that front leg straight. Lovely. Then turn your feet towards the long edge of the mat. And inhale, set either your palms to your waist, or you can drop them down towards the floor. I want you to extend your back, so extend your spine away from your hips, roll your shoulders back towards your waist, and keep your upper body parallel to the floor. So we're not forward folding just yet. Push down the outer edges of the sides of the feet. Take another big inhale and feel the length of your spine draw further towards the floor. So you're going long down towards the floor. Then you can let your palms drop down and then you can relax your head. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale 2. Exhale. Inhale 3. Exhale. Walk yourselves over to your left foot. Walk your left foot over to the left side of the mat and then turn your right foot so the toes are facing towards the top of your mat, the short edge of your mat. Inhale, drop down and bend into the front knee. And exhale, push that front leg straight. Take the gaze back. Inhale, lift the gaze, lift the chest, bend the knee. Let your back leg be soft and roll on the ball of your foot. Exhale, draw back. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Place your feet on the midline of your mat and build up into triangle on the other side. So your left foot is forwards. You take your right hip and span it open. And then come to lift your right arm up. See if you can get your thumb in line with your nose. Roll your left shoulder away from you. So don't feel crouched in your left side of your neck. Roll that left shoulder back and feel the space in between the shoulder and the ear. Draw up with the left side of the body. So the left waist draws up. Feel the stretch in the right waist. Lovely. Inhale 3. Exhale. Inhale 4. Exhale. Inhale 5. Exhale. Take the gaze towards the short edge of the mat. Then walk the feet once again to the long edge of your mat. So you're standing with about a leg length between your feet. And then inhale, I'd like you to draw up your upper body. Place your palms to your waist. Lovely. Now we're going to plumb down by bending through the knees. So we want the knees to draw over your second toe to protect the knees as you bend them. See if you can keep your upper body upright as we come into goddess pose. Bring the palms to the chest. Inhale, broaden the arms out. Exhale, draw them down. Inhale, bring them up. Exhale here. Drop a little lower into the hips. Inhale, draw the arms out. Exhale, let the arms draw down to the ground. Think of what you don't need, just dropping out of your fingertips. Inhale the palms back up to the center. Just use that little nudge with the thumbs on the chest to broaden and lengthen through the front body. One more time. Inhale, draw out. Exhale, drop down. Inhale, lift up the palms. Exhale, hold that there. Lovely. Inhale. I'd like you to turn your feet now to the tops of your mat. So where you start your practice, bring your legs together and come back to Tadasana. Check in with yourselves here. So how are your energy levels and what's feeling good for you? Where do you feel like the blood is pumping to? Where is the heat doing you good? Lovely. Let's inhale and draw up. Look up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to a halfway lift. And then exhale, step the right leg back and drop the right knee down just for the moment. Bring your right hand to the inside edge of the left knee. And if you like, you can lift up the back knee now as we come into a twist. So you're looking over, you're up over, above to your left fingertips, having a nice twist in the upper body there. Inhale, press away from the earth, nice and strong in the back leg. Exhale, see if you can lunge a bit deeper into a 90-degree bend in the front knee. Inhale, 2, exhale. One more breath here. Inhale, 3. Exhale. Drop your left palm this time to the inside of the left knee and then come up and span open in the opposite direction. So this time your right arm lifts up nice and high. If you want to drop down onto the back knee at any point, please feel free to do so. Inhale. Exhale. So twisting is associated with elimination of tension and toxins. Inhale, 2. Exhale. One more breath here. Inhale. 3 and exhale. Lower the palms down. Lower the back knee and we're going to come into pigeon pose. So this time I want you to bend the left knee and bring it to the outside edge of the left palm. Extend that right leg away from you. Just come up onto your fingertips and see how you're doing. If you're leaning a lot over to your left-hand side and your right hip is pulling up off the mat, see if you can use your fingertips to encourage a little bit more symmetry through the hips there so that you feel your left hip flexor drawing down to the earth. So you're quite lifted. This is quite a deep back bend here. We're going to take it into a fuller expression of the pigeon. So you can reach down, start to pad your palms forwards. Release the belly to the heel, the shin. As your palms reach out, you may like to drop your forehead down. And once again, feel that reassurance, that connection with the earth. And try and tune your breath now to a sense of kind of almost like poetry. So this simultaneous lives that we live along with the earth on our time with this air, if we can get a handle on our breath and our consciousness, we can start to feel like we live with the earth, not against it. So see if you can really kind of come to a point now where you feel like you're fighting nothing. And whatever you're doing is at ease. It's in cooperation with all the natural forces around us. You're neither too fast nor too slow. So this posture is comfortable for, or at least we say in this posture, remain in this posture for quite a few breaths. See if you can stick with this stretch. It's quite intense. Good for the hips if you've been sitting a lot. Wonderful release. We tend to hold a lot of tension in our buttocks. This is targeting that area. You may feel waves of emotion. You may be struggling with what you're finding. Come back to the breath and think of the exhalation as a release of all that you don't need. You'll start to feel a bit more gorgeous, a little bit easier. Okay, let's start to walk the palms up so that we can lift away from the floor. Have a nice big stretch, lift through the front body. And then roll ever so gently over to the left side so that you can draw your right foot over and hop it over your left knee so that you're coming into Ardha Matsyendrasana. So this is half fish pose. If you prefer, you can have your left leg extended. So my right leg is hopped over my left. But you could also try drawing your left knee down towards your right hip. Then we wrap our left elbow around the right knee. See if you can use that tension to draw your chest a little bit longer, a little bit higher, so your spine is lifting away from the base. So I've got tension in my elbow, but not in my hand. Okay, so drawing the knee in towards you. And then we inhale, extend the right arm up and then to the back of the space and take your gaze over to the back of the space. So again, we're working with a twist and we're working with our breath. Exhale. Inhale, 2, draw up. Let the hips drill down. Exhale. Inhale, 3. Soften your tongue and your jaw. Exhale. Inhale, 4. Where are you holding tension? Where do you find it? Breathe there. Exhale. Inhale, 5. Exhale. Unravel so your spine gets a nice twist in the opposite direction. Place the palms down to the floor and let your nose or your chin or just drop down towards the floor. Lovely. Inhale, draw up. And then we're going to swap the legs around. So this time, you have your right leg underneath, your left leg on top. And once again, you can, if you like, have your right leg extended. Take your left knee in your right arm. Inhale, draw out to the side and follow the fingertips as they travel shoulder height towards the back of the space that you're in. And then place them behind you. Push through the fingertips. Let that push elevate the spine. Consider the vertebrae lifting away from each other. Inhale, 1. Turn to the back. Exhale. Inhale, 2. Where are you feeling this? Exhale, release the tension. Inhale, 3. Exhale. Inhale, 4. Exhale. Inhale, 5. Exhale, unravel the spine. Place the palms this time by your right hand side and lower down. Gorgeous. So you should have your opposite knee laying down close to the floor. Place your palms inside the opposite knee and stretch your left leg back. So your right leg should be at the front. Right? Could be your left leg actually. Yes. Okay. So whichever knee you did before, that's what you need to do the opposite side this time. So inhale, draw up nice and tall in the body. I'm getting confused. I'm going to have to do my right hand side, but I'm pretty sure I haven't done that one before. So you try and do the one that you haven't done before. Excuse me, I'm not quite sure if I did your right or left first. So inhale, draw up, and then exhale, release down. Yes, it's your right hand side that we need to do. So come down into your pigeon. So as you get a bit more comfortable in this posture, you can think about just gently moving your front foot slightly forward. So keep your toes pointing away, but you may feel that you can draw your lower leg a little bit more parallel with the top of your mat. So autumn is a time for releasing. We can see that with the trees, they just let the leaves go. They don't need them anymore. And in pigeon here, that's a wonderful posture to be considering what it is that we have carried for a little while. Perhaps it served us well in the summer, but that we do not need in the winter. And as our internal paces alter to be in synchrony with the world around us, particularly in the UK, we have this sense of strengthening our ties to ourselves. We are more internal. We are less focused on the outside. So see if you can draw your attention inside and let each exhale be a relaxation and a release of any tension that was building in you. Perhaps we weren't quite ready for the sudden snap to the cold weather. Let's begin to go with it. Let's embrace it. This new pace that we find ourselves in. Lovely. Then we're going to walk ourselves up, tuck the back toe, bring the knee a little bit closer so that we can lift this time the right foot up. Good. And we're just going to practice the twist in the opposite direction. So the right palm comes inside the right foot, lines up with the knee. So you push them together to make a nice strong bend. Then you can inhale and draw up with the knee lowered, or if you want a little bit extra heat, go through the leg, lift up, engage those muscles, send that heel away from you, and inhale into this open twist. Lift away from the floor. Inhale, 2. Exhale. Once more, inhale, 3. And exhale. Let's swap the palms over now. So the left palm comes down about mid-mat and you inhale the right palm up. So you're twisting in the opposite direction. Inhale. Exhale. Release any tension in your front toes. Just lift them off the mat slightly. Inhale, 2. Exhale. One more breath here. Inhale, 3. Exhale, release the palms down. And then we're going to step the feet back together and just let yourself be really, really floppy. We're going to build back up to standing really, really slowly. So think about stacking each vertebra one at a time. Engage the navel. And come to stand. So before we end the session, we're going to just practice a little bit of our equilibrium with our eagle posture. Okay, so draw your weight into your right leg, engage your right kneecap and let the left leg come up on tiptoes. Draw the left knee up towards you. Cross it over the right leg. So you can stay with this. It becomes a little bit like a one-legged chair pose. So you can stay with this if you prefer. Otherwise, see if you can tuck your toe behind your shin and then come back to your knee, bend at the knee and see if you can keep your knee over the second toe. Lovely. Inhale the arms up. And then exhale, you now want your right arm to come over your left. So opposite arm is on top from your legs. Bend at the elbows, fingertips go up, and then see if you can get an additional twist at the wrists. Sit down into this twisted chair, you could call it. It's eagle pose. And see if you can draw your shoulders above your hips. Inhale, lift the elbows. Exhale, sit your bottoms a little lower. See if you can draw your back upright a little bit more. So engage the navel. Let the elbows lift. Lovely. Inhale, 1. 3 breaths here. Exhale. Inhale, 2. Exhale. 1 more breath here. Inhale, 3. Exhale. Okay, so release the arms and then draw your left knee back up to the chest. We're not quite done. Keep that left knee lifted up nice and high and then externally rotate it so it's going out to the side. We're going to come into tree pose. Draw the left sole of the foot into the right thigh or the right shin, but can you please avoid the knee because it's not a joint that you want to push from the side. So palms to the chest. Inhale, 1. Exhale. Palms reach out. Inhale, 2. Exhale. Palms reach up. Inhale, 3. Shoulders reach down. Exhale. You can bring your palms together. Inhale, 4. Keep lifting up. Exhale. Inhale, 5. And on your next exhale, turn your palms towards the floor and like the leaves falling from the trees, let them draw down towards the side. Pick your left knee up, draw it to the front and then release it down with control. Beautiful. Have a little shimmy, a tap, a stroke. Get some blood back into that standing leg. It's been doing very well. If you want to just come down into a squat, please do so to find a little bit of a rest. Wow. So squatting is great if you've been on a long journey. If you've been sitting a lot, it elongates the spine. Okay, that feels like a nice release. Let's draw back up. So palms down to the floor, lift the hips, stack the spine. Let's come back up to standing and we'll take the eagle pose on the opposite side. So strengthen through the left leg. Inhale, draw the right knee up, cross it over. So again, you could take the ankle to the knee if you prefer. this sort of posture. You can still do the arms. You can then take a double twist and hook your foot behind your shin. Inhale the arms up, right arm on top, left arm on top of right, cross at the elbows, draw them up, lengthen through the front body, see if you can draw your shoulders above your hips. Inhale, 1, exhale, inhale, 2, exhale, inhale, 3, exhale, draw the navel in. We're going to go to 5, inhale, 4, exhale, inhale, 5, exhale. So you know where we're going. We're not going to put that right foot down yet. Inhale and draw the knee into the chest. Exhale, external rotation of the hips. Draw that right knee in, the right sole of the foot in towards the left thigh. Palms to prayer. Inhale, 1. Exhale. Inhale, 2. Expand the arms wide. Palms face up. Receive. Shoulders down. Exhale. Inhale, 3. Lift the arms up high. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, 4. Exhale. Inhale, 5. Exhale. Turn the palms down towards the floor and let those leaves just drop down, 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 down. Catch the right knee with the left hand, with the right hand, draw it forwards and then place it down on the ground. Just come to the top of the mat. Inhale, look up. One last vinyasa. Exhale, fold forward. Step back into plank and lower down. Then an exhale. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Walk the feet towards the palms and then keep walking. Bring the palms behind you so you can come and sit on the floor. Draw the knees into the chest. Tuck the chin so that you can elongate the spine. And start to draw circles with the knees. So you can keep the knees together and you feel the hips have a nice massage. Make it mindful. So you draw these large circles. Perhaps you're going clockwise or anti-clockwise. Note it to yourself and how many you've done. And then can you reverse it? That's really, really nice to end with a little bit of an inversion. So you can take your pick, keep your hips on the floor and lift the legs up to the ceiling. Nice inversion. Just feel everything reverse. So it's a really good one for moderating your blood pressure, your pulse. Now, if you have headstand in your practice, or headstand, pardon me, shoulder stand, place your palms down by the side and gently peel the hips off the floor. Create a bit of a lift by pressing the palms into the mat and then work the palms either side of the spine. Lift the legs up. So zip up the legs, lift them up and keep looking up. Please, can you avoid looking left and right? That poses a danger to the neck. So keep looking at your toes or your navel. Inhale, 1. Exhale. Inhale, 2. Exhale. Inhale, 3. Exhale. Inhale, 4. Exhale. Inhale, 5, the last breath here. If we could only hold it for 25 breaths, how lovely would that be? Exhale. So to come out, you can come through plow if you like, or lower your legs back down to the mat. Come out mindfully. So if you're coming out through plow, your feet can touch the floor behind your head. Then place your palms down by your side and roll the vertebrae back with control along the mat. 4, lovely. Bend the knees, place the soles of the feet on the floor and let your knees drop over to both sides. Just swap them around, windscreen wipe them, and your gaze goes in the opposite direction. So just ease through the spine on the floor. And then come to your Shavasana. So as it's pretty chilly today, you may want to put an extra layer on, especially if you can take a few extra moments in Shavasana, if you have opportunity to. If you're on a tighter schedule, maybe you're happy just to kind of sit where you are, make it a seamless transition into Shavasana and take your focus to your breath. So let your focus on your breath soften and let your breath soften too. So it doesn't have to be deliberate inhalations, exhalations. Just place your faith back in that mechanism that it does fine without you monitoring it too harshly. And then check in how you're feeling. So at the beginning of the session, perhaps you asked yourselves, or you felt, I feel a bit high today, like I can't stop and focus on anything, I don't feel grounded, I'm too in my head, help me. Or perhaps you felt the reverse, like you just wanted to lie on the ground and not get up. So what I'm hoping is that your yoga practice helps you feel less of both of those things and more stable, more neutral, the sense of equanimity, that you can approach what you need to with a level head, a level heart. It's not to say we eradicate personality, right? But we do still want to make the best of the situation. And our best responses come when we are not clouded by emotions and feelings or hangovers of any sort. So emotional hangovers, that counts too. Take a few moments where you're not thinking about lists. And it might be that the list just doesn't go away when you close your eyes. Maybe you're coming up with answers as you lie here. But don't try. Let the mind naturally find a point of stillness. Bring the focus to the brows and relax your brows. If your lids are lowered, still soften your gaze. If you have your lids opened, whatever you're looking at, let it become a bit fuzzy, a bit soft around the edges. Let your jaw relax, perhaps your mouth opens slightly, your tongue is soft in the mouth. Walk your shoulders a little bit further towards your hips to create more space around the neck and the ears. You feel the shoulder blades heavy into the mat. Let the stomach be soft. The ribs will be moving on their own accord. Let them do their thing. The muscles on the thighs melt towards the earth. And on the shins. A brief moment of nothing. Of course, in that nothing, that's where the fullest potential lies. Take a nice deep inhalation, draw the arms up over the head, stretch the legs out long, the toes point away from you. And then exhale, draw the knees back into the chest. Maybe just draw the forehead up to the knees, round through the spine. Give yourselves a nice embrace. Roll over to the side. And draw yourself up and away from the floor. Come back to seated. I hope you keep well, enthusiastic in your endeavors, motivated, and positive too. So thank you so much for joining the session today, and hopefully catch up with you the next opportunity we have. All the very best. Thank you.